All right, all right. Hello, everyone. Let's get the music started. Let's get going. And how's the volume on this? Yeah, we're good on that. All right. Let's see. Alif, hey, hey, Johnny. I hope you're doing okay. Just know the community you're building are behind you 100% through all the ups and downs. I really do appreciate it, Alif. Thank you so much for the kind words. I really do. Thank you guys. So if you guys, oh, I realize I haven't switched cameras. Hold on. First of all, Babyface is back. What's up, guys? So first of all, if you guys don't know, I've been gone for a little while, and I'm gonna be transparent to an extent. This has been a lot going on in my life recently. Just got back from vacation. Vacation was great, and not too long after, unfortunately, my grandpa passed away. So that's been, I've been dealing with that for the past week, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I really do appreciate the kind words, but it's unfortunate. But my grandpa and I didn't really have like a close connection, especially throughout the later half of his life, because he ended up moving away across the country, and it's just kind of hard to see him and all that. So I'm not gonna get into too many details about it, but it has happened, and unfortunately, there's been a lot of chaos and a big mess between the family ever since. And to be honest, it's sad. I don't like it. People fighting over money and all this stuff is just breaks my heart, kind of thing. And I get it. Like, if you're from a position to where money is you don't have an abundance of money, or if you're not doing well, that stuff means something. And I get that. But to me, it's like, it's stuff you shouldn't be fighting over. And now there's lawyers involved, and I'm kind of helping my dad out, figure out all of his legal not mess, but all the legal stuff that's going on with his death and all that. And it's just been a pain. So needed to take some time off just to kind of get through that. And I really do appreciate you guys and your patience, and for showing up and leaving the kind words. Everyone who's watching or is watching this later on, if you're in the Discord, thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to me. And it feels good to be back. But it's funny how I decided to take a break, and at the moment, I'm pretty sure I gotta find this again. But fucking Bitcoin volatility is at an all-time low. Where did I see this? Kite told me. I spoke to Kite recently, and I can't find it. Maybe I'll just look it up. Let's see. I'm pretty sure at one point, yeah, this is the lowest it's ever been in the entirety of Bitcoin's history. This is the lowest volatility, or the lowest point in the volatility index we've seen, and I thought that was pretty funny. So I guess I picked a good time to take time off. Let's see, Supreme Cat, hey man, good to see you back, and sorry for your loss. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. But it's all, you got to look at it from a positive perspective. I learned a lot about what was going on with him, and he wasn't doing good. And it was one of those things where he lived a long life. He wasn't supposed to live as long as he did. And for modern and natural home remedy medicine and all that stuff, he was able to extend his life a little bit further. So I'm glad I was able to spend time with him, get to know him. I wish I could have done more, but I don't want to get into it too much. But I'm grateful to have him in my life, and I'm glad that he's no longer suffering and he lived a good life. So I really do appreciate you guys. Do you think BlackRock and their algorithm are really manipulating the price and volatility? That's a great question. I personally don't think it's as serious as people say it is. Does it have maybe some correlation or some effect on price? Maybe, but this is actually a really good segue. This is one of the big problems I have with like the ICT community and ICT, I'm not saying himself, but like his ideas and his philosophy on trading, they make it seem like trading is backed behind some secret manipulative algorithm that banks and big money uses. And if anything, the algorithm's used to kind of help place orders to get in and out of the market, but it's not meant to, you know, liquidate your stops. These algorithms aren't meant to stop you out and take money. I think it does play a factor, but I don't think it's the main reason why it happens. So that kind of answers, hopefully that answers that question. And I actually do want to talk about something, but I'm just going to get the tea out of the way. But this is probably going to be quick because really nothing has been going on over the past, literally, when did this range start? Back in like the end of June. So we've almost been sitting in this range for 2 months. So let's go over it. So if you guys don't know, or if we give you guys a quick refresher on a longer term time frame, we're looking at this as an ABC. Spoofing is real though, and whale walking, I think, walling, I think so, but I don't think it's as serious or prevalent, or it makes as much of an impact as people think. That's the issue I have. Is I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying it's not as serious as people think. Some people revolve their entire strategies around it, and you know, they'll sit here maybe like on a smaller time frame, and on 1 to 2 minute, maybe they might have some correlation. But if you're looking at things from a macro perspective and how we trade, you would need so much money to be printed and basically positioned on one end that it would be a little bit more obvious in my opinion. But I can go on and on about that. At the end of the day, we really don't know, and I don't think any of us is going to know, or maybe someone does know, but it doesn't really matter because in my opinion, it's not that significant. Well, let me change the music. Come on, give me a good song. All right, we'll just do this for now. So on a longer term time frame, you guys know, this is my primary idea that this is an ABC, and how it responds to this setup really depends. There's really two main factors I'm looking for, two main ideas. One is that this is maybe part of a larger bear structure that that's taking its time to develop, something like this. All right, that is most likely, I mean, I'm not saying this is the main idea that I have, but I think if this is going to stretch out and we are going to complete a much larger bear structure, or bull structure, sorry, I would need to have a lower low below 15.4K in order to be a little bit more bullish. The second idea, which is a little bit less bearish in my opinion, is going to be that we have bottomed off of this ABC. Hold on, let me just change something. There we go. I had that dotted line because I was drawing something else. Maybe this ABC here. Oh, sorry, this is it. Maybe this ABC was actually the bottom of the bear market, and we're working on some sort of larger A to a retracement to a B, to where we maybe test 19K, if not a little bit lower. But the most important thing to understand when it comes to this particular setup is that we don't break the low. So as long as you don't break the low, that's going to be part of a larger A to a B to a C structure. And this is probably going to take us into the later half of this year, into the beginning of next year. It's probably going to take a while, to be honest, if this is going to be the case. But regardless, I really have a hard time seeing an argument for a much larger extended wave in price to the upside. I could see maybe one more swing to the high to take out the highs, and maybe come back down below that to form a possible A to a B to a C within the C. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but you guys know how I approach this. I look at as many ideas as I can, try to see if I can find similarities with entries and how to figure out exactly where to take the trades. But at the moment, I'm not too keen on that, but I will do my best to kind of keep that in mind. And I'll most likely, depending on how it plays out, if we do get another pump, I'll probably just end up taking the same entry. I really don't want to play the smaller one. It really depends. We'll have to just wait and see how it reacts. But to be honest, I'm still on the camp, or I'm still on the side that we have to kind of retest lower areas of support. I'm not too dead set on us being too bullish, but I definitely think we're going to be testing at least 20,000, if not lower. That's just me, though. So, yeah. And I'll give you guys a little bit more of a, I guess, shorter term trade potential that I've been looking at. So if you guys know, I've been holding this position off of this ABC here. This is in case price does continue to the upside. But you guys know, oh, how's the volume on that? All right, maybe it's a little bit, this one's a little bit too loud. Okay, so if this is going to be a much larger push to the upside, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we are a little bit more bullish than I was anticipating. We do have an opportunity to go ahead and test higher, but as this is kind of developing and stretching out, I'm becoming less confident in that. So what I'm going to do is look for a way to get out. Now, if you guys know me, I look for something called the continuation method. If you guys know what the continuation method is, pretty much is when you find a original position, allow price to react in your favor to an extended, I would say a more extended push in your favorite direction. And then from there, you're looking for a slightly similar size, if not slightly smaller sized ABC to go ahead and take profit and continue. Let me just draw this. So your original entry was here. I'm going to show you how this would work in this case. All right, so let's say you have this entry. And let's say price forms its own ABC. So what you're going to do is actually use the next entry as your take profit. And you're actually going to re-enter it again up here. And you're going to allow price to maybe give you an opportunity to extend higher and to make a little bit more out of that price movement. So at the moment, based off of this, yeah, this is going to be easier. Okay. So based off a continuation setup, I do see a possibility for one forming. Now, as I'm looking at this, I have a inkling, or I have like my first suspicion is to view this as a larger or as a possible continuation setup. You can do that. Me personally, I think this looks more like an A wave. This looks like a larger A wave. Maybe we get one more retest and then lower. If we get something like that, or we get something like this, I will definitely take that off, or that position off the table. Right now, I'm just not too sure, because to me personally, I'm looking for something similar to this size, but you guys know it doesn't have to be the exact same size. So I'm kind of on the fence. This is tough. I'll have to wait and see, but I'm definitely considering taking this position off the table at this region. So just keep that in mind. So if we come back down, put in one more low, or at least test the pivot of this previous A, that we do have a possibility for continuation setup, and I probably will take the trade as according to however price reacts. Clap Show, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Joe, hey Johnny, hope things are as good as it can be. Yeah, no, things are doing good. I'm sure you know what's going on. In case you don't know, dad had death in the family recently, and it's been kind of a fiasco to between that and dealing with everything after, family fighting over stupid shit. I don't want to get into it too much, but I'm just kind of helping my dad just get through this and move on, kind of just put everything to rest. So it's been a process. It's still going on, but things are definitely calmed down. So I do appreciate you guys coming by and saying hello and wishing the best for the kind words in general. I really do appreciate it. What happened to the trigger trade? It's still active, Alif. I know David and his brother have been working on a lot of different stuff. Unfortunately, I haven't connected with William in a while. I'll reach out to him and see if there's any updates going on, but unfortunately it's just been one of those things to where I haven't gotten any updates, but it still works, it still runs, unless, I haven't checked it in a while, unless something happened. Just open it. Yeah, it's still there. I just haven't used it, but I'll see if I can get some answers to see if we can get other exchanges on there, or if there is going to be any more updates. If there may become a time where, if that isn't the case, and to say maybe they're just not implementing new exchanges, it's gonna suck. but I might have to consider getting the online citizenship, or what it was from Palau, and kind of KYCing that way. You guys don't know, if you guys go, this is a website, but there's a country out in the Philippines, I believe that's where they're at. You can basically get a digital residency, and you can use that to KYC and Bybit. So I might be considering doing this, because to be honest, as much as I love, being able to use different platforms, I really had a strong connection with Bybit. I loved Bybit. That was my favorite exchange. So if I can get access through this and keep it for 5 to 10 years, I absolutely will. So I'll let you guys know if I do that, but I really don't want it to have to come to that. But if I do want to stay on top of my trades, I might have to take the initial investment. But yeah, Trigger Trade's still around. I haven't logged in a while. Do you not log in? There you go. Let me just log in quick and see if anything has changed. I think BitGet is an option now. It looks like BitGet, you guys can use BitGet. I don't know, whatever you guys think about that. I know some people have complaints about fees when it comes to BitGet, but at the moment, I think that's the only other ones that's available. Binance, Bybit, and BitGet. Be a digital resident of the Philippines. That'll be dope. I don't think it's the actual Philippines themselves. It's like in that region. Where's Palau? Hold on. Yeah, so that little red thing right here, that's, I guess, Indonesia. Yeah, it's off the coast of Philippines. It's between the Philippines and Guam. So you guys can, it's not cheap, but you can buy like 5 to 10 year residency slots, which is actually really nice. To pay one price and not have to worry about it for a decade or 5 years, that'd actually be really nice. So I'm definitely considering that. Anything else you guys want me to go over? To be honest, guys, I haven't looked at charts seriously in the past. Yeah, I mean, even still, when I got back from vacation, I live streamed for a little bit, kind of went over some setups, but besides that, I haven't really looked at anything. Is anything going? Is anything happening? Let me, what do you guys think? I'm still in my soul short, so I'm still shorting off of this setup here. ETH doing anything? ETH is still sitting in this range. That's nuts. This XRP trade, I don't know if I'm I told you guys I would consider getting into this. I'm still considering it. We'll just have to wait and see if we can get a entry back above. Maybe I'll take a half position. BCH doing nothing, LTC doing nothing. LTC shorts actually they're probably doing pretty good right now, to be honest. If you guys are, a shout out to you guys holding, if anyone's holding LTC shorts. Matic. Yeah. I'm in a Caspa short. MEXC chart entered on Bybit. They just listed Caspa not too long ago. Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at that. Let's see. Caspa. Oh, yeah, that's a nice setup, Leaf. That is a fantastic setup. I like that a lot. On a 4-hour clear as day. I'm sure you know, I'm sure you know, but if this was me, always give yourself some breathing room when it comes to your stop loss. Like a 10%, 8 to 10% stop, and just target much lower. That's a fantastic trade. All right, let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's as much of an update as I can give you guys. I do have something interesting to share with you guys though. 6% stop, got stopped out already. I got stopped out once already. Okay, that's a pretty aggressive position size, but as long as you're in it, I'd say that's good enough for me. How's KDA doing? Still doesn't break into the 50 cent region. All right. I guess 25 minutes. I'm not saying I'm gonna leave, guys. Don't take that as me leaving. I want to share something with you guys, but I want to get all the TA and stuff out of the way because I'm not too gung-ho about this just yet. But occasionally I'll just kind of introduce it and we'll talk about it. Every once in a while, whether it's here on stream, Discord DMs, Discord, and like my actual Discord group, I always, every once in a while, I get the occasional question, hey, do ABCs work in other markets? Is there a way we can trade ABCs on futures, Forex, etc.? And guys, I wish I saved the chart layout, but I've tried on like different Forex pairs, and to be honest, it's sometimes they work out beautifully, but the hardest part is sticking to things on a larger time frame. And you run into the setups aren't as clean as in crypto. I'm gonna be just quite honest. The actual ABCs themselves, they just don't look as good as they do in crypto. And it's tough. Like I've tried a bunch of different pairs, Euro, GBP USD, AUD USD. Like when I came back, or when I was like the last tail leg of vacation. Oh, that's one right there. That's a decent one. Sometimes they play out, but sometimes they just don't. It just doesn't work. So between that, like US 30, you would have to use like a good amount of leverage, or at least a good amount of capital in order to trade this. But I've tried, guys. I've tried SPX. I've tried actually no. What's the ES? I know the ES is decent, but like I said, you would need to play with leverage, a lot of leverage, in order to make money from this. So, Druther, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I got a pretty big bag of cash back when it was at 8.008. That's awesome, Clap Show. Awesome. But yeah, so I've been trying to figure out if there is a way to trade Forex indices, I guess, in a way that if it's not ABCs, if we can find a way to use the core principles of ABCs and see if we can find something that is related to that we can work with. So I started transitioning from ABCs themselves to why ABCs work, and see if I can find a strategy that aligns with the principles of how ABCs works, or how ABCs work, and we can figure out from there how to take trades accordingly, or if we could take trades accordingly. And the main idea, if you guys don't know, the reasons why ABCs work so well is because the point of an ABC, or how ABCs are created, or why they're created, and what it causes or what it does in the market, is that it creates areas of liquidity. All right. So what happens is you have the original entry here, right? And you're looking for, when price comes up above, it creates excitement, creates volume. People start buying into these higher price points. And it creates temporary like upside. You can see there's a lot of wicks up in this region. A lot of people were buying into this pump and creating areas of longs up here. And so what ends up happening is when you get these ABCs, you create these areas of liquidity. And what will happen is price will reverse, stop these positions out, or liquidate them. And what will happen is it'll cause either a shift in momentum, or it'll cause it'll cause more momentum into the continuation of a larger trend. For example, like this bullish ABC here, you can see, I'm sure people were shorting into this region. All you had to do is pump the price up a little bit, get people to start getting stopped out, and it created a much more volatile movement to the upside. And now we're creating liquidity up here. You can see prices drawing down. If this is going to play out, if there is a lot of trap positions up here, eventually what's going to happen is people are going to start getting liquidated or stopped out, and eventually price is going to continue to the downside. So my thing was, how can you take those principles, and if there is there a way you can implement it and still take advantage of markets taking liquidity, stopping on positions, etc.? Because in general, in my personal opinion, that is the main way that markets move. Markets like to go ahead, create liquidity, trap positions, stop people out, force a move to either direction. That's kind of the easiest way to explain it. It works for both sides. You know, you guys know with the this is a perfect example down here. You create basically people shorting. You create a lot of short positions down here, force price the opposite direction. People get stopped out, creates momentum to the upside, and it creates a giant snowball. So in my head, once I took that idea of why and how ABCs work, I looked to see if there was any other strategies out there that can provide the same ideas or trade using the same ideas. So in my opinion, and what I came across is, you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of ICT and the ICT trading concepts or trading ideas, because it promotes complexity, right? The way ICT presents his setups and his trading style is that he's trading he's trading with an algorithm to help, you know, stop all these positions out and create liquidity. And I guess the main principle of taking liquidity and creating it and how the markets move is correct, but I just don't agree with how he basically kind of not sugarcoats, but he makes it seem like it's a lot more difficult and intricate than it is. And it's like it's exactly like Elliott Wave. I think Elliott Wave and ICT trading concepts are very similar, and you guys know me and how Elliott Wave works. It's very complex. There's a lot of rule sets. There's a lot of room for interpretation. It's very hard to come up with a clear and concise strategy that works with Elliott Wave. It's the exact same thing with ICT. You have fair value gaps, OTEs, order blocks. There's a bunch of all these different terms that he uses, different ways he looks at interpreting charts. But the one thing I can respect, and the one thing I do like about it, is that he uses price itself, or the concepts uses price itself to determine entries, which I'm a big fan of. No indicators, maybe fibs. Fibs are kind of in the middle, but the actual trade methods, the strategy itself, I'm not the biggest fan of, because it promotes complexities, but the fundamentals and the ideas of how it works is pretty solid. So in my head, guys, this is like almost 2 weeks of looking at this. I'm kind of trying to summarize it for you. So in my head, I started looking into the ICT community and see if I can find a strategy or someone who trades ICT, but in a version that's almost like ABCs to Elliott Wave, if that makes sense. So someone who takes the ideas of ICT and how the market moves and simplifying it, dumbing it down, giving it a small rule set. That right there, if I can find something like that, that was going to be a possible way to trade, or a possible way to look into trading. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of the time frames that is used, but I understand, and I think as long as you're looking at things from a perspective of how to create an edge in the market, how to take trades, use use probabilities on your side, there is a good chance that you can find a strategy out there. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm still looking into this, but I may have found something. It's an algorithm, bro. LOL. It's it's an algorithm, but it's not as, I always say this. It's maybe there's an algorithm out there to create maybe positions for, you know, bigger players to get in and out, but they're not targeting your stops. All right, that's just, I think that's a big misconception. So I'm looking into this at the moment. If you guys want to check it out, if you guys are in my Discord group, I did mention him in his channel. I've been watching him for the past like 2 weeks or so. watching previous live streams, watching basically how he approached trading, and I actually do like though his kind of his approach, you know, trusting the system, back testing, making sure it's profitable, sticking to the rules, small rule set, and I think in general, I think me and him have a lot of ideas that line up, and so I'm currently looking into this strategy. Let me go ahead and find the video. If you guys want to look into this, you definitely can. I think it's a good way to possibly trade other markets if you guys are interested. If you guys are in my Discord, if you guys seen when I posted, what was this? On the 8th, so like I would say, what was that, 6 days ago, almost a week now. Definitely go ahead and take a look at this. Let me pull up the video itself. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'm going to leave the link in the description, as well as I'm just going to kind of, I'm going to play it briefly, just kind of show you. So basically, long story short, I'm going to leave the link in the description if you guys are interested. Where's the chat? This is the actual strategy video itself. Go ahead and check that out. Basically, it's the market creates liquidity during certain market open areas, or at certain times when market opens, and all you're doing is marking out the highs and the lows, and you're waiting for price to sweep or take out the liquidity. Sometimes it's in the form of ABCs and sometimes it's not, but you're waiting for a confirmation. And the way they wait for confirmations is something called the break of structure, which in my opinion, I think it does kind of help give you a little bit more of an edge to give you a higher chance of the market actually reversing. And I'm not gonna go too much into this because I want you guys to watch the video.
Kind of where it can get complicated with
so basically you can see, like, on the right hand side here, you're waiting for markets to test an area to break the level, and then you're waiting for a confirmation of the break of structure. And from there, if let's say for example this breaks to the downside, that's technically an ABC. This on the left hand side, he took the trade. You can see that's a smaller ABC. You wait for a confirmed breakout of a certain range, take the trade, and you're basically you're sticking to a limited 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. And you're only taking trades for certain times of the day. And so I honestly think out of everything I found when it comes to ICT concepts, trading strategies, this is the most straightforward and simplest strategy that I can find that is almost similar to how we trade ABCs. We do things slightly different. We don't look for confirmations. We take it off of direct levels. But I can align with this pretty well, and I'm gonna show you guys something. So I have been back testing. I've actually I've traded this strategy this last night, yesterday morning at like 3 or 4 a.m. I took my first trade, and I'm gonna show you guys this. So you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of funded accounts, but if you can practice good risk management, if you can find a strategy that works, that gives you a comparable edge, that can be consistent, if you can have good trading fundamentals with good risk management, I honestly don't see a problem with funded accounts, especially if you're trading something like this. If you're trading a strategy like this to where it's limited times you're trading, you're not trading every day, you're not taking multiple positions, you're waiting for the market to create the opportunities, you're not chasing. That I think you can take the idea of funded accounts and leverage them and make a lot of money. So for example, I got a discount. So you guys, if you guys want, you guys can try this out. I'm not going to sit here and shill anything. But I signed up for a funded account challenge and I took a trade, and right now I'm up $655. Now I'm risking 1.5%. of this account balance. This actually turned out to be a little bit less because I messed up on the orders itself. I messed up on the position sizing. So I kind of got a little bit less than I was hoping for, but ended up being a winning trade. And I'll show you guys the winning trade here. Let me show you guys the trade setup that I took. Okay. So right here. So basically you mark out the highs and the lows of the previous session. So yellow is Asian session. Green is London. Red is US or New York Open. So basically you allow the Asian session to play out. All right. From there, once London opens, you just mark the highs and the lows. Once you mark the highs and the lows, all you're doing is waiting for a liquidity grab or an ABC to play. From there, you wait for a break of structure. And if you guys want, I still have to practice this. If you guys want me to like show you guys how to do this, once I get a better concept, I can show you guys. But basically all you're doing is you're waiting for a candle body close below the break of structure. No wicks. All right. You're waiting for a candle close. And all you do from there is target your stop loss slightly above the high and aim for a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Now I took this trade and I went to sleep. I think it was like around like 5:30. I think I got around this trade around 5, fell asleep around 5:30, woke up around like, I think it was around like 10:30 ish. Yeah, I woke up around like 10:30, 10:45, and I woke up to profit. There was actually another trade that was available during this session. Let me show you guys this. And I missed this. This would have been a winner too. So you mark the high and the low, whatever's in the green. So the low is here. All right. From there, you don't take any trades until the market gives you signs that it's possibly wanting to reverse. And at the moment, the break of structure candle was this one. Like I said, I'm not 100% like, I'm not like perfect at this, or I'm not like actually, how do I say this? I'm not that good enough to teach it yet. I'm still learning. But according to my previous like back testing of this, all you do is target the low as your stop, enter on this candle. So you would enter on not the wick. You want the candle to close above the pink line. So from there, you take the trade, target it 2-to-1, boom. Risking 1.5%. I would have been up about 3.6. I would have been up 6% on this account if I took this trade, but I just fell asleep and just missed the entry. So it's decent. It's not perfect, guys. The average win rate, he claims, I've only been testing this for a couple weeks, forward testing and backwards testing. I've tested this out for a couple weeks. He claims to have a 50% winning percentage. I would say 45 to 40% is a little bit more realistic. But he targets a 2-to-1. And one of the things I always check is risk to reward. One thing I always like to check is if you have an average risk to reward ratio, and you basically, you know what you, or at least if you can find an average risk to reward ratio, you can find out what percentage you need in order to break even. So your break even rate on a 1 to 2 is a 33%. So anything above a 33%, you technically have an edge in the market. So with a 40% win rate, that's actually really good. So I'm still testing this. If you guys want to check it out, check out that video I posted in the description. Check out his channel. He's a cool guy. Maybe if things work out, if I actually really like the strategy, maybe I'll have him come on the channel. Maybe we'll do like an interview, ask him some questions. If you guys want to, maybe I'll do it live. If not, but yeah, it's very, very interesting. And so far I'm been trading it. I'm trying to see if I can pass this account challenge. And the power of leveraging funded accounts, especially if you're really good if you have good trading fundamentals, is the potential is almost limitless, almost. So yeah, just letting you guys know, I've been playing with this recently. I've been back testing. I'm looking into this. If this works, I will talk about it more. If you guys have any questions, go check out his channel. He is also very active on Twitter. He has his own Discord, which you don't have to sign up for. I signed up for a month just to, because I really want to learn how this works, just to get a better idea of how to trade this strategy. I'm very, very excited, but also cautiously optimistic. That's like my motto in life. When it comes to anything, I'm always cautiously optimistic. I want to be excited, but I always got to be careful. Let's see. Hell yeah. Thanks, brother. No problem, Joe. BetaBot. Hi, can you take a look at AXSUSD, please? Sorry for coming in late. No worry, my friends. No worry, my friend. I apologize for not being here, so I'm sure, you know, there's a lot of stuff that I missed. Armand, Johnny, what's up? Late to the party. Nope. We're just getting started, Armand. It's never too late. It's never too late. But yeah, I apologize, guys, for not being around. I feel bad. But luckily, I picked a good time to take a break because there's nothing really going on. I can't stand trading Forex crypto all the way for me. I understand Alif 100%, but to me, I feel like it's when it comes to Forex, I think the strategy is the most important. Well, with any market, strategy is the most important. Well, I would say second most important thing. Is finding a good consistent strategy with a limited set rule base. It can be with anything. It can be with futures. It could be with any markets in general. I personally think I'm not going to hold myself, or I'm not going to deter or basically write off Forex because of how the market behaves. I personally think there's a way to trade any market. Might be different, but as long as you take the same principles as ABCs and find a strategy that works in different markets, absolutely go for it. Absolutely. Let's see. I wonder if it works on crypto. Supreme Cat, I don't know. I haven't tried it on crypto yet. But the reason why I haven't tried it on crypto is because we have ABCs. We have ABCs. All right, so BetaBot, nothing has happened. You have this bullish pivot, so you could take a spot position here. I'm not sure if you did. You know, you could take a decently large spot, or not large, but a larger stop loss position here. Target local highs, or hold it if you want. Or what is probably a good alternative to the bullish idea is that maybe we're doing something like this. You know, maybe we go ahead, target one more low. Take the entry once price gets back above. Same thing. Give yourself a decent breathing room for stop losses. But besides that, I really don't see anything. Maybe I can give an argument for one more bearish retest. One more upside retest to make a stronger short setup, which is possible. I would be a little bit more confident in that, but at the moment, we're just not there yet. That would be a good short setup right there. I thought I missed a lot. I'm working overnight now. No, like I said, I've been gone for like a week. Nothing's really is going on. Like, I'm pretty sure price was almost the exact same spot. When's the last time I streamed? Was the 6th. Yeah, price was literally almost the exact same spot where it was when I streamed last time. Like, nothing happened. So yeah. That'd be a sweet interview. Yeah, no, I definitely I'm gonna see if it works. I encourage you guys to check out his channel on your own time. He has live streams that he trades. He trades like the New York section live, and like the way he approaches trading, I'm a big fan of. It aligns very similar to how I approach my trading. I definitely think you can learn something if you want to learn something, or if you want to learn to trade other markets. I think he's definitely a good way to a good person to look into if you want to perhaps trade different markets. So I'm like, and the beautiful thing about this strategy is that it only occurs a certain amount of times during the day. There's certain days that you don't trade, and like I think in the beginning of the video, where's that video? Like in that video, he basically says if there's red folder days, so basically if you go to Forex Factory, I can see why he does this, because you're more likely to get stopped out during news. Like if you go to Forex Factory and if you look at, where's my filters? Okay, yeah. So basically you just sort it by these 3 pairs only and just wait. Wednesday is a no trade day. Thursday is a no trade day. You basically would just trade Monday and Friday. That's it. So I like that a lot. You're not chasing trades every day. You're not chasing opportunities. The opportunities come to you. You just wait for the market to create them. Everybody in finance is on vacation for August. Yep, I know that is a thing, Joe. Yeah, so volatility is definitely going to be low. Sorry, hold on. I gotta answer this text message. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I've been doing. He's like, do you guys want to go over the math of this or no? Because if I start going over the math, this is what I do, and I hate doing this because everything's all hypothetical. You have to kind of look at things from different ideas. Like, once you figure out your risk to reward, your risk percentage, you can kind of give an idea of what to expect. You also have to understand like your average risk to reward or your average percentage that you make every month. For example, I think on the lower end, I think using this strategy, you can make anywhere from, I would say, lower end 1%, higher end 3 to 4%, average is like in the middle. So aim for like a 2% average. All right, let's say you have a $25,000 account, all right, which is currently the funded account that I'm using. All right, so at the moment, in order to pass the challenge and actually get funded, I hate the idea of doing challenges, but I get it. You know, they're trying to screw people out of accounts and take their money, and also they want to make sure you're a good trader, which is fine. I understand, but let's say you average about 2% a month. All right, that's about $500 a month. That's not bad. And in order for you to buy this challenge, I think it's, I forgot how much I paid. I paid like $110, like $100 after fees and discounts and all that stuff. I got a discount on the challenge. So you take $100 and you have a potential to make $500 a month once you get past the funding. That's not bad. And what you can do from that is that you can just basically expand on that. You can get up to $200 or $200,000 in funding. And like I said, guys, I don't want to sound like I'm shilling this or anything. It just, the more I come up with the math and the more I think this strategy has potential, the more I try to look into what's possible. All right. And what is possible can give you a skewed idea of what's realistic. I do my best to try to keep a grounded stance, a grounded idea, a grounded perspective of what is possible. For example, like let's say it's a lot, but if you want, you can sign up for a $200,000 two-phase challenge. Now, the reason why the two-phase is better than the single phase is because the drawdown is static on a two-phase. So when you have a variable or changing drawdown percentage, what'll happen is, let's say you have $100,000 and let's say you make $110,000. So now your $110,000 becomes your new threshold. Now you can't go below that. And if you're not doing things right, you can screw yourself pretty quick. So let's say, see, I didn't pay. I paid half the price of this. Even less. I think I paid like it was like $90. I don't remember exactly what I paid because I remember I had discounts. I sent crypto over and then I used the discount code. I have to look at the receipts, but if you pay, let's just start off from the beginning. $25,000. You can average around $500 a month. Once you get that, you can kind of scale up. From there, let's say you continue to scale up to 200,000. All right, let's say you have $200,000. All right, let's say you average out 2% a month. That's $4,000, and you only had to pay $1,000. Now I know $1,000 might be a lot, but you can always work your way up to it. If you want to start small, start with this $10,000 challenge. All right, if you have a $10,000 challenge, all right, I can easily do the math for you. It's $200, but you're turning $100 up front. That's refundable, so you get this back if you pass the challenge, and then you have access to a potential of about $200 average a month, which is around 2%. And you just continuously scale it. There's people out there with 7-figure funded accounts, which is nuts. There's people out there, like I know the guy that that I showed you guys. His name is Phantom. I believe he's at 600K right now. So let's say you make about 2% a month off of 600K. That's a lot. That's a lot of money for just trading a couple times. Not a week, but maybe like a 1 to 2 days of trading a week, sometimes more. It's not bad, guys. That's not bad. You're not chasing trades. I like this strategy because you're allowing the market to create your own the opportunities for you. It's very what's the word? I guess simple is a good way to say it. It's very straightforward, very simple. So I'm a big fan. So far, things can always change. I will buy more if we are going down, but I'm not going to sell any. I'm not going to sell anything, but I am going to sell anything now. Okay. I see that beta bot. I see. With the strat, are you using leverage at all? Yes. So within the platform, it has leverage. The platform itself that I use has leverage. So it's weird how it does it. So it's a 30-to-1 leverage ratio. Let me find the platform. Let me find the actual. I have so many tabs open. I gotta stop doing this. Here it is. So it's weird. It's weird to, because it's not like Bybit. With Bybit, you have set leverage and you have to adjust the leverage, set your position size. What I do is you go to like a Forex position size calculator, and all you do is you put in your currency. I switch this to stop loss price. And all you have to do is just plot it with your. So, for example, let's say you're using Great British Pound. All right, let's say you're trading GBP USD. All right, so let's say that. Oh, I pull up the wrong tab. So all you're gonna do is, let's say you're taking the trade here. For example, let's say you're just taking a long. Let's say you want to target, I don't know, that. You just want to target the high for a quick trade. All right, as long as you plug in your entry and your stop loss and how much you want to risk. So say you have 25,000 and then you have 1.5%. So it's almost the same as the risk reward calculator. You just have to structure it a little bit differently. It's something you have to get used to. So you're going to put in your entry price at 1.26761, stop loss at 1.26636. All right, and then calculate, and it's going to tell you lot sizes. So you calculate your position according to lot sizes. So all you have to do is, when you go to GBP USD, on the right hand side, just type in 3, hit buy or sell, set your stop losses, and that's it. That's it. So it works similarly to the risk reward calculator, but the way you actually determine your risk, it calculates it a little bit differently. It's a little bit more tedious to set up the numbers, but all you have to do is, once it gives you a number, you just copy paste it, enter a position. Joe, if that answers your question. Jeff Jefferson, hello. Good to see you back. I'm glad to be back. Unfortunately, I didn't want to take a break, and I'm gonna just sit here and say that, because of the death in the family and all that stuff, it just caused a lot of issues. And I just wasn't in the right headspace to kind of stream. I'm not saying I don't have anything against streaming. It's just I want to give you guys my best. I want to give you guys with the best attitude, best mindset, the best version of myself as much as I can. And I just wasn't the best version of myself at that point, and there was just a lot going on. So I apologize. I really do appreciate you guys sticking here, or coming back, saying hello, watching. I know there's 17 of you watching right now. I really do appreciate you guys coming back and just saying hello. It really does mean a lot to me. Sweet. I'm all about learning new trading methods. Yeah, Joe, I think you'll like this one. I don't know why, but like when I look into the strategy, look how he approaches trading, and even like with the same thing with how, oh no, I didn't hear about that. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay, BetaBot. I let my Discord group know. I should have let you guys know, but I just didn't think about it. But yeah, my grandpa passed away earlier last week. And just kind of figuring all that out, and just a lot of problems that came with it. So I really do appreciate it though. But yeah, Joe, if you like, I think I really do like how he aligns his trading ideas, his approach to trading. It really does align with what I have to say, what I think about it, as well as he runs his YouTube channel the same way. He does make videos that are more, I think, better than mine when it comes to, and also you also got to think Forex is very, very popular. People love Forex. People gobble that stuff up because they're fascinated by success porn. That's what I call it. When you see all these traders out there who drive Lambos and all this stuff, they always talk about Forex, and it's just kind of douchey. But that's why I kind of stayed away from it. But in my head, and what I know is that for 99% of what it's out there, there are some people who are legitimate, who can actually provide good information, help you guys out. And because of the stance that I'm in and where I'm at, I do YouTube. I help you guys out. I teach a good strategy. Hopefully I help you guys make money. I do it pretty much for free. You guys can support me in other ways, and I really do appreciate all the support you guys have given me. And he does the exact same thing. He has a Discord. He doesn't really talk about it that much. Similar to how I don't really talk about my Discord too much. You don't need to actually you don't need to sign up for the Discord in order to learn that strategy. Just like with me, you don't have to sign up for the Discord in order to learn how I trade. I teach it all for free. Everything else is just icing on the cake. So I think we align pretty much with a lot of things. So I really do. I like that. I like when I can find another trader out there who shares similar ideas, share similar perspectives on trading, and just in how they approach their social media in general. So I can respect that, and that's why I think I do think this has potential. So you never know. Maybe I'll become a Forex trader. I can't even say that with a straight face, guys. And don't let this take away from. I'm still going to trade crypto. All right. If anything, what I think will be cool is if this can become more consistent, I can use this to DCA into my crypto portfolios and just exponentially give myself even more potential to grow even faster. At least grow my accounts. Basically just recycle the money. Which the more I think about it, the more excited I get. But you guys know the deal. It's all about percentages. Remember, if you have a $200,000 account, if you can make 2% a month, yeah, you might have to fork up $1,000, but if you can walk away with one good month, it'll pay for itself and some. And you can scale this almost infinitely. There's people out there, I didn't realize this, but there's people out there who have 7 figures worth of funding. Let's say you take that same concept to $2 million. Now, if let's say I do get into this pretty heavily, if I did ever scale up to something ridiculous like this, I would not be using the same risk parameters. I'd probably be using probably even less than that. So I would say probably I would say 1% a month is fair. if you can make 1% a month and use very low risk and be very safe with your risk management, 20 grand a month, that is absolutely ridiculous. I saw something out there where some guy was, I don't know how he does it, but there's somebody out there apparently who has 50 million in funding, which is, that's just utterly ridiculous. The same thing. If you can make 1% a month off of 50 million, that's absolutely, I'm just gonna be vulgar. That's fucking stupid. That's just absolutely stupid. But I can see how there is potential to scale up to that. That'll be dope. Yeah, and like I said, you're only trading during certain days. A lot of the times, there's a lot of red folder dates like CPIs, CPIs, FOMCs. You don't trade those days. So you're not, it's not like you're actively looking for trades every day. You limit yourself like to this week. I think, let me pull up the Discord quick. Like there's people in this Discord who are getting passing challenges. These guys are getting payouts. Forgot where he posted. Someone posted something about the days here. I don't remember. I can't find it. But basically, I think there was only 2 trading days this week. I think it was today and Friday. That's it. Imagine being able to make money like that. Like for example, I think this guy is trading with 600K. If he's making around 2% a month, $12,000, you know, trading maybe 8 to 10 times a week, pretty damn good. Oh, you already talked about the strategy in the Discord, Jet Jefferson. So if you're in the Discord, I mentioned this. I'm just telling everyone about it on live stream. I am actively testing it. So there was 2 trades that would have been taken today that I didn't take. Well, actually, I took 1 trade, but I didn't take the other one. So you had, so I took a short here. So I took this last night and I fell asleep and I woke up to profit, which I'll show you here. So you can see today's P&L is 655. So I didn't use the proper risk management because I messed up the calculations on my entry. So it's a little bit off. So I made 655 and then this trade would have been an entry off of that candle. You would have made a fixed 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. That would have been a win. I was asleep. I just missed this trade. I woke up and I think we were like around here. So I already missed the entry, but that would have been 2 trades. And if I hit that, and I basically would only have to hit 1 more trade like this in order to pass the funding. Actually, wait, 3.5. No, it's about 3.5. So I would have to hit this and basically another one in order to pass funding. And then I can go on to phase 2. And then from there, once you get funded, that's when you could start working on getting more consistent income. Okay, I see. Thanks. No problem. Like I said, I'm just back testing this. If you guys want to look into it, you can. If how do I say this? If this does work out, I plan on trying this out for a couple months, maybe like 2 months. And if I can get solid back testing results, I'm going to start sharing this more. And if I can become successful and make good money from this, I would love to share the information with you guys, as well as maybe I can get Phantom here on the channel. We can talk about trading and give you guys his perspective on how he came to where he's at now. Because I really do like his approach to trading, his methodology, his ideas. It aligns very similarly to how I view trading. So maybe we can do that in the future. Thanks for your update. I got to take a break now. Thank you so much, BetaBot. I really do appreciate it. So yeah. Yeah, I got a jet, but I'll watch later. Thank you so much, Joe. I really do appreciate it. We've been going on here for just about an hour. All right, so I'm probably just gonna wrap it up with Wordle. Like I said, when it comes to next stream, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. The reason why I streamed today instead of yesterday because I just didn't have time. I'm gonna try to aim for Wednesday, but I can't promise. If anything, I'll just do Thursday again, which is fine. Yeah, I'll probably just aim for Thursday. I will just do that, Monday and Thursday. So as of right now, Monday and Thursday, and maybe we can get back to a little bit more, being a little bit more consistent. But yeah, do Wordle. You guys know me. I will always leave the small time frame up. Let's do donut. I haven't played Wordle in a very long time. Okay, so there's an N, an A, and an S. You guys got anything? Let's do. There's no T. This is tough. I'm a little rusty when it comes to my Wordle. Answer. Unfortunately, I need. It's only 5 letters, Zaman. Answer. Is there anything that can rhyme? Anything that's close to answer? I can't think of anything. A and S. A and S. Maybe A and S at the end? Okay. Maybe this? Huh. So I wanted to see if I can get the N and the S at the end. But that's not going to work. What do you guys think? Maybe the S in the beginning. What's something with an S? The A is not there. Snape? Oh, wait. Snack? Okay. It's not snake, though. What is this? I have no clue. What do you guys think? Why? Yeah, I was thinking that too. Is that a word? I guess sneaky. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There you go, Jeff Jefferson. You got it. Cool. All right. All right, guys. We're pretty much at that time. I give you guys the update. We'll have to just wait and see what happens. I'm not too eager to take this position yet. I might. It really depends. But we'll just have to wait and see. But thank you guys again. I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry for being absent. I've been, even though I've been gone, I'm still trying to figure stuff out. I'm still trying to work. I'm still trying to figure out what's best for, how to navigate trading for me, for the community, for everyone watching. I'm always trying to help you guys out as much as I can, whether it's trying to refine the strategy, whether it's trying to give you guys updates on what's going on. If I'm, looking into other things to help you guys out, if you guys want to be a little bit more broad when it comes to how you trade. That's always what my goal is, to help you guys out as much as I can. If you guys are going to do certain things, you might as well be pointed in the right direction. So, yeah, I really do appreciate you guys so much. Let's see. Zaman, you almost got it. Stakey. But Zaman, Jeff Jefferson, Joe, BetaBot. Let's see. Supreme Cat, Alif, Armand, Clap Show, Druther. Druther, you still here? You know what to do. You're still here, Druther. You're still here. Thank you very much. Most important, take much time for yourself as you need. I should be good for now, Jeff Jefferson. I do really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Is Druther still in chat? Druther, if you're still here, you know what to do. But yeah, if I missed you guys, I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I'll be here Thursday. So yeah, be good, be safe. Hopefully, maybe the market will do something, but who knows? Who knows? All right, my friends. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Until next time, be good, be safe. Let's do the thing. My lips are a little chapped. What? I feel like my camera's like pointed up more. Even though I didn't touch it. Let's do the thing.